Good morning everyone. Today is a different type of video. As you can see, I'm on my phone, mainly because I just bought the Razer Phantom keycap, so this is what it looks like. The main thing is when the lights are turned off or the RGB is turned off, you can see right here that all the keycaps are legendless. And another reason why I bought these keycaps is because if you look back here, they are etched on the back. So the thing that I've had, or the issue that I've had with a lot of my keycaps, is they end up like this. So most Razer keycaps usually last about 2 years for me before they start wearing off. And then you can tell right here, you know, like the letter and everything around it basically peels off and it kind of sucks. And that is why when the letter is etched on the back, I think it's gonna last a little bit longer. Now, I'm gonna open this up right now and I'm gonna see if it has O-rings, because that is something that I'm interested in, because I use the Razer yellow switches and I've installed O-rings on all of my switches just because I like it to be a little bit more quieter, you know? I don't really like the clinky clanking sounds. So let us take a look what exactly is in the box. So as we can see here in the box, there are just a bunch of keycaps. But they also do give you the stabilizers over here. As you can see, mechanical keyboard stabilizers, as well as the optical keyboard stabilizers. I'm guessing this one is for the Huntsman. Now, I don't use the Huntsman, so I don't need these. But these mechanical keyboard stabilizers might be useful because I will be using it on my old TKL keyboard right here. As you can see, it is extremely dirty, and yeah, I'm gonna go fix this up now and clean out all these keycaps. But unfortunately, I don't think they give you any O-rings. Yeah, you see at the back there are no O-rings. Let us just take a look at the keys right here. And yeah, so you see, this is the escape key right here. Unfortunately, there is no O-ring installed at the back, so I will have to manually install the O-rings on all of them. And yeah, it's pretty cool. So now you can see here I've removed all the keycaps. As you can see, my keyboard is filthy as hell. I need to clean that. But more importantly, and the time-consuming part, right, is you see these are the new keycaps. You can just see that it says escape, but at the side they turn invisible. But the thing is, they don't have the O-rings, which means I have to take all of these keycaps over here and take off that little O-ring. You see that little green rubber thingy? That is an O-ring. It's to dampen the sound whenever I bottom out the key. So you see, compare the two. This is without the O-ring. This is with the O-ring. So this one's a lot louder because it don't got that dampener. So I gotta remove the O-rings on all of those keys, place it onto all of these keys. So that's gonna take a while. And we gotta clean out all as well, cause it's hella dirty, man. Now, as for cleaning the actual board itself, I will have a couple tools. I have this little brush, which is probably not adequate. I have this little thing to blow air onto it, is also probably not adequate. But I got a toothbrush. Yes, my toothbrush is gonna be very, very effective on this keyboard to get a lot of the gunk, the hair, the disgusting stuff that is stuck in the board. All right, the keyboard is finally cleaned thanks to the toothbrush. Now this toothbrush is totally unusable, so please don't use it again. But for those who are wondering what keyboard this is, it is the black Tournament Edition Chroma V2 with the yellow switches. It's a 10 keyless. I don't remember when this keyboard came out, but it feels like I've been using this for like eternity. It's a good keyboard. It's a very solid keyboard. Only issue that I've had is all the keycaps keep dying. Anyway, now is the painful part, and I gotta put all the O-rings on. Yeah, I'll see you guys in like an hour. All right, the difficult part is done. I've taken out all the O-rings. As you can see here, I'm gonna install them onto that, plug them back in, and then we should be good to go. Something to keep note of is when you're installing these stabilizers, make sure that the key is actually facing upwards. You're gonna see that the stabilizer has a top portion up here that's like longer than the bottom portion. Make sure that the top portion is actually like facing upwards on the top part of the keycap. So you can see right here, see how the top portion's protruding out? If you do it the other way around, your key is actually gonna get stuck on the keyboard. So make sure not to make that mistake, because that's what I did. Okay, we are almost done. As you can see, it's legendless, which is pretty awesome. However, when the LEDs do turn on, you're actually going to be able to see the letters. The issue I had was this space bar over here. So remember how I told you that you wanted to install the stabilizers based off like the letter, like if it's facing up, the stabilizer should be facing up. Apparently with the space bar, it's the other way around because the stabilizers actually put in like this. So you know, it's like top to bottom. So you got to inverse the stabilizers on the keycap. It's kind of weird because normally like on your enter key and stuff, it's like this. So that's why the brackets had to go upwards, which is kind of interesting. You know, took a while to install this stupid spacebar. Another thing I liked was actually they provided a bunch of these stabilizers because like, you know, my old one is all like rusted and dying. So I got to remove all of my stabilizers. I got to switch to these really nice black ones, which are pretty dope. All right, we are finally done. This is the final product. Look at that. No legends at all. They're invisible until I turn on the LED or I plug it in. They give you extra keycaps, by the way. So you can see over here in the instruction, I'm very thankful they gave you this, by the way. It tells you there are different types of keyboards, especially the bottom row. This bottom row gave me a lot of trouble, mainly because this space bar over here is for a full-size keyboard, versus this one, which is for the TLK or the, you know, 10 keyless. That's the one that I use without a numpad. And this one doesn't work on this keyboard, just a little bit bigger than this spacebar, which was very, very annoying because I installed this and I was like, wait, why can't I fit any of my other keycaps? And so luckily I had to look here and you can see that this spacebar up here is a little bit smaller than this, or the other way around. I can't tell the difference. But anyway, they give you a bunch of keycaps for everything. So basically, whether you are using like the British type of keyboard, whether you're using a full-size keyboard, whether you're using a TLK like myself, or if you're using like a 65% keyboard, it also works. So this one's very, very nice, gives you all the keycaps you need. Also includes the keycap puller, the stabilizers, these little stabilizers. Now if you use a Huntsman, they also give you the optical keyboard stabilizers. I've never used these before, but yeah, whatever. And yeah, looks pretty good. So now I'm gonna plug this in and we're gonna take a look at how it looks and sounds, I guess. Well, now that we're in my room, you can see this is with the keyboard turned off. And let's plug this in now. And boom, there we go. This is with the keyboard turned on with the LEDs or RGB, whatever. You can see it looks super duper crisp, super nice. I really like this. These, by the way, are called like pudding keycaps because they're kind of like the bottom part is translucent. You see how, maybe I'll give you a side view. You see how the sides over here are translucent or transparent, so you can see through them. Unfortunately, this keyboard is of an older generation, so the LED is at the top of the keycap. It's not the entire keycap, doesn't light up, but it still looks freaking fabulous. Look at that. Now here is a sound test. Now do keep in mind, because I did install the O-rings, you may notice that certain keys are a little bit dull. Like this Alt key, you can see like the bottom part of it is a little bit faded out because the O-rings are covering a little bit of the light, so it doesn't shine through totally. But this is really, really nice because of just how beautiful it looks. It's so clean. The feel is really nice too. It's like a matte type of feel, which is really, really nice to the touch. Now, the most magical part, of course, is when I pull out the power. You see the keycaps? You no longer see the keycaps, or legends. But that is pretty clean, pretty awesome. Now, for those who are wondering how much this cost, if you were to buy it in the US, I believe it is $35. Unfortunately, I live in China, so I had to pay 299 RMB, which is like $48 for these keycaps. That's very, very expensive for keycaps, but again, I'm pretty happy with the end result, but if you were paying $35, I definitely think it's pretty worth it. I mean, it looks pretty nice. Let's take a look at them again. You can see over here, again, very, very beautiful keyboard. And it's cheaper than buying a new keyboard. At least that was my thought process, because I was thinking about buying a new keyboard, but I was like, you know what, I'll just switch out the keycaps, clean the keyboard a bit, and it's pretty much a brand new keyboard. Now, they also do come in white if you do want the white versions, but I think the black version works best for me because the base of the keyboard, whatever this casing thing is called, was black. I thought it would look really weird if I had the black casing with the white keycaps. But yeah, you can see here, very, very beautiful lighting, very, very nice. I'm a big fan of this. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye!
What can I say except you're welcome for the